So you know that little blue vintage Citroen that's been in the background of most videos lately? Well, today we're going to pull it out and try and get it running. It hasn't ran in 8 years, been off the road way longer than that. It's missing some pretty vital components, the biggest one being the fuel tank. But hey, we're going to give it a go anyway, and I mean, it's got to be a lot easier than my van, surely. The van belongs to Geoff, who we've been renting this unit from, and he asked a good while back if we could pull this out one day and have a tinker with it, see if we can get it started. But with mine and Emma's van taking a little longer than intended, the time's got away from us. But a promise is a promise, so 1 week before we leave, we're going to try and get this thing rumbling once more. First things first is to get it outside into the now gorgeous weather and blow off that 8 years worth of accumulated dust.
Oh, you're joking!
Scared it's going to roll off. It's out. It looks tiny now. Tiny and cute as hell. I mean, look at it with his little wonky eyes and so full of quintessentially French character. I've always had a little soft spot for these HY vans, but I've never actually been up this close to one until we moved into the unit, where shamefully I have to admit we just used it as a bench.
It is 72, sorry.
I just seen that.
A little nameplate here. HY72.
Oh, they've got some own blocks, there's own blocks in it.
Oh bloody hell, we could have put them under the wheel. Will it run?
Nothing a good editor won't get over.
Geoff, you got the key? Do the old fashioned way.
Oh yeah.
It's got an old crank start.
Yeah, it's got a crank start. Run it. It's going to be in a minute.
Yeah, I've got my reservations.
I'll put 100 quid on it.
Stuff like this. No, I think we'll get it chugging. Remove the doors, engine cover, floor panels and the sofa from the back so we can get a better look at everything. Has it got fluids?
I think so.
There we go. That's the smallest battery I've ever seen.
Probably good still.
A little test on that, I think. Ah, fuel line, there we go. Looks like we've got to plug your boat tank into that. We'll be good to go on fuel.
Yeah, spot on. Got a battery on it. Let's press the old starter.
Is that the starter? I love the shelf in the dash as well.
Yeah, the whole thing's just probably in the bloody keeping it, you know me.
Yeah.
It's done, it'd be like, I remember how nice it was.
Like I said, I don't think you'll have any trouble selling it.
Oh, yeah, that.
Yeah. On here then. Oh.
It's a keeper.
Was that the air? Oh, it's opening inside. See something going.
And then the old manual.
Oh, right. So yeah. It's your aircon. Oh, I love it. Right in your face. What's this thing? It's the little...
It's a wiper motor.
Oh, of course it is, yeah.
Got a little cover
Bloody hell. Right, I'll get me tester, see what's on the battery.
It's been 8, 9 years.
Is it? I've got a charger, we can just stick it straight on. Maybe. Oh yeah, you can get a bigger one in there, can't you? Yeah.
And if she fires, it's going to be awesome. The only reason that's broken, they pressure washed it.
Yeah.
And it just tore it.
They get really weak, don't they?
Yeah.
Although that looks like you could probably get away with diesel-liter pipe for that.
Yes.
You know, the intake pipe would be exactly the same diameter.
There's only one thing to do then. Get away.
With the dust blown out and everything all nice and shiny again, it was time to get the tools out. And first port of call was checking on that battery. Having been changed 8 years ago and just been sat there ever since, as expected, is not good. Yeah, and there was more surprises in the air intake. Mouse nest.
Mouse nest.
In there.
Dirty, yeah.
Oh. Little bastards. Is that where the intake's from, is it?
Yeah, I don't know, I'll take that off there. Oh, wow, that. Choke.
Yeah.
How do I get that off there?
Just sort of push fitted, is it? Oh, it might be this side. It's got a wing nut on it.
Yeah, I'll get off there.
Rusty though.
Always the first thing with these old vans. Check for misses.
Yeah. Oh, lovely.
Oh, ho, ho.
They've been in there. Probably. Can you still get those? I bet you still can, can't you?
Yeah.
At least there's nothing live in there. In the bottom and that line,
yeah.
Is it? Oh, sweet. Cool. Is this hose still on?
Yes.
Get some water in the rad. Whee. That good? I won't put too much in because it's not coolant, is it?
Yeah, that's all right. We can drain all down again.
Yeah. So how long has it been off the road?
Oh, 82, isn't it? 82. I think.
Since 82?
Yeah.
Bloody hell. 40 bang on years? 82, 22. Yeah, 40 years.
Still run.
Yes. As said before, the van has no fuel tank. So we're plugging in this outboard boat tank straight into the fuel filter. Had the original tank been on here, it would probably be full of rust and gunky fuel that would clog all the pipes. So at least with this tank, we know it's getting to the engine and the fuel's fresh. Oh.
Didn't put a coal in that.
Do you want to cut it down a bit? Or? Oh, barbecue at the ready. Love it.
Shut up, mate. We're done.
Was it done?
Took it out.
Oh, sweet. Who needs a one-way anyway?
It's juice.
Yeah, I got my meter in there. Oh my god! Sun's definitely out.
Yeah. Oh, it's going to be a job, mate.
It's going to be one of them, innit? Geoff owns a lot of batteries. Not many of them are very good, and none of them fit in the battery hole. So we have to jury rig it. Bloody hell, them wires are tiny. There's not a lot to power on it.
Whether it's positive live or positive negative, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
No, I think we should be alright like this for a minute. We'll give it a go.
Or like a plastic tray or something to put them on.
Should be alright on the negative.
Just keeping that away.
Just hang it. If I can. Oh, something's just popped off there.
Oh, there's a little
Is that
spade.
something we've got to go on?
Is it in there?
Oh, yeah, maybe that's it.
Bang! Just one or?
Yeah.
What's that battery saying? Nil point? Anything? Doesn't look like there's any power at the minute.
Might be this battery. That's been one on sport. Should get that one.
Starter motor is, that's the alternator. Oh, here. So that's
Just straight lead onto it? Or?
Oop. That's onto there, that's onto there. It is just that solenoid, I think. Trying. I think things are going to be a bit rusty, aren't they?
Yeah. Big hammer.
Yeah. Turn the lights on.
Which one you want with?
Ah.
That's your choice.
and see if the engine will turn. Oh, she's free.
Oh, she's loose, yeah, she was. I don't going to say that, she was a couple of years ago, but then when it's in gear it turns, it was turning, wasn't it?
Are we in gear now? Yeah, because I'm I'm literally moving the van. But no, that's lovely and free. Let's see, if you push that button, we're actually getting power to it. You could open that switch up. I'm not getting anything to it.
Everything shitty earth.
Oh, watch them two go.
Let's bypass that earth off. Let's go on to that. Let's go direct. Oh, something's burning.
Oh.
Yeah, let's leave that wire off now.
Yeah. The starter motor was completely seized, so we gave it a little bit more welly with the persuasion tool to try and free it up. But still nothing. Also, there wasn't any power to the dash.
Why aren't we getting any juice off in the box? That's the other thing. So Mars must be on there, is there? I don't know.
No. All looks intact. This is the thing now, modern cars, they've got all their bloody lights and their gadgets and it's all more bullshit. They're all good. Oh, and the hazards. But with a little bit of a fiddle, certain things started to come alive again. It was just dry joints galore.
Okay. Exciting, but we have a light.
It's good news.
I know a couple of mechanics can fix anything. Literally anything.
You'd be on about Scotty and Sean, would you?
Yeah. Let's look at this again now, alright?
That into there, fixed. That's what they did on mine. I reckon it's definitely got to be a stuck starter motor.
Yeah, put that one out. Give it one more little belt, see what we can do. Can that starter motor come off? See it's...
Oh, it tried. Oh, it's trying. I let it off.
Spinning.
She's spinning. Sounds very slow though.
Stuck in it.
Oh. Yeah,
Right,
sounds.
Get her off, get her stripped, slap some WD in her, give the bushes a clean.
See, fettling required. I knew I should have took on that £100 bet.
Going, she's going. Up again, Alan. Ooh, up again.
So just watch that entry bottle.
Yeah, it's the locking bolt, isn't it?
Yeah.
There she goes. Yeah, it's coming. Bit of WD when that goes back in.
Hey,
there she is.
She's out. What's wrong with you? God, I love the exhaust on this.
Oh, she's dry as a bone in here, mate.
It's down there, into the little silencer box there, and then just comes out there. What you got? Oh, you got your new toy. Give it to me.
Right. What are we saying?
You pair of soft twats.
Well, that's feeling good.
Isn't that good? Oh.
Oh, eating lands.
You guys are going to be so sick of the noise of my camera by the end of today.
That's right, we know it's recording then.
Yeah, that's it. Warning.
Yeah. Not allowed to say derogatory things.
No, crack away. That's
I mean, he's definitely going to be able to talk. Always fits a bit better with a bit of lube.
That went in a lot easier than it came out.
Yeah, it did, didn't it?
Come on, you bitch, work.
Yeah. Beautiful. There she goes. Okay.
And to appease all you health and safety fans, there we are. Still not there?
Just give it a bounce, I think that's locked out then.
What was that?
That sounded a little hollow,
Oh, it's just spinning on itself, isn't it?
So I was meant to do in there. Just leave it running for a minute and it might clean itself. That's spinning, that's rotating in it without throwing.
It's rotating, but it's not engaging.
That's better than it was.
Yeah, that cog needs to slide down and touch the flywheel, doesn't it?
I don't think we've got enough juice, have we?
Doesn't sound like it. Oh, the other beast.
Fired, then.
Had I not just rebuilt my van from the ground up, I'd have definitely got one of these. Can you imagine the conversion? But for today, it was just acting like a big battery pack. And with the added help, the starter motor now had enough voltage to start kicking in. There, just connected in there. All power off engine, yeah? Don't want to jolt off these. No, it looks, oh hang on, no, there was a bit of...
You clean the cap edge off.
If I can get the cap out. Yeah.
It's moist there.
Yeah,
Bit of a pencil on that,
on it.
Bit of a wipe.
That was pretty well shitted up, that, so that might be one of the causes. I'm pretty sure that just spins on that tab there.
Should have a little note. Oh yeah, there, gas loaded, that's right. Ready?
Yeah. No, they're moving away. Might need a little adjustment. You got a... I'll go get a stubby. No, there won't be any spark, but I think there's not anywhere near. So I'm going to move that a bit closer.
Yeah, that's fine.
Put the cap back on.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, you're right. If there's no power to the coil...
So we need to get a power lead cable to the coil.
Is that not what that's doing?
Maybe we're not plugged in, are we?
Maybe if we get back on that.
We're bypassing straight over, aren't we? So
Yeah.
where do we go?
We try that again, see if that solenoid comes to life now. Oh, it's been a long time since I've played with points. You ain't got any feeler gauges, have you?
No, just we'll do it. Yeah.
Oh, hello, we got a spark here.
Oh, are we?
Yeah.
That's because this is connected now.
Right, okay.
So that's fine then.
If
That's
you...
fine.
Yeah,
So
definitely
now
just
what
spark. Nice and clean. What all that meant, because we didn't explain ourselves very well, is we were hot wiring the starter motor, meaning there was no power going to the rest of the van. But now the electrics had come back alive, we were going to start going off the key again, meaning the whole system had come alive and we'd get spark.
What are we saying then, Dad?
Confident now. Now I've seen a spark.
Contact!
She's a spewing. Oh,
Clear.
that's good. That's good.
There might be air out of it now.
Yeah. Is it coming to there though?
Yeah, that's the thing. What's standing knife?
Somewhere. So no fuel. I didn't have the camera on.
Ah.
No fuel.
Ne fuel.
Right.
Ne point. L'onglet mécanique, c'est très bien.
Oui.
I don't know what the hell I'm saying, but I just nod and agree.
You just ordered a cheese and ham sandwich. And the diaphragm shot in it.
Right, let's get
Diaphragm.
The diaphragm. Yeah.
Let's have a 13 now, then let's rebuild this fuel pump quick.
So I was on to rebuild number 2, the fuel pump. But this is what I love about old vehicles. Barring the odd delicate part you have to be a bit careful with, most of these bits you just take apart, clean, put back together again and they're good. So far we're all having fun. It just needs to be accompanied by some appropriate music. A bit more in keeping. You're ruining the music! There's a brew in there, mate. Oh. We have to have some music relevant.
Yeah.
There she goes.
She's alive.
Lovely. Attempt.
Seconds away, round 4.
Oh, hey, up. The button working now. Unfortunately, despite the refurb, the fuel pump still wasn't playing ball. And with the day now fading away and us losing the light, we decided to call it quits for today. It was obvious now we were going to need some parts and a few special tools like a feeler gauge, so Geoff ordered them up and we'd return to this in a day or two. To save any panel damage, we reattached them all, and I love how easy it is to put them on.
Vehicle, Humpty Dumpty.
This one?
Yeah.
You have to keep getting put back together again.
Yeah. Ah,
Poor little thing.
ah, not today, little one, but soon. A few days later we were back at it, this time equipped with the parts and tools that we're going to need. Starting with a new set of points and ignition coil.
To 1016, let's go at 1013, eh? Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the rotor cap back in.
Yeah, that'll be a wise investment, that. I shouldn't sound smug, I did it later.
A white and a grey.
Yeah, this is grey. I think this is the one. We've got a light.
Okay.
We've got no ignition though. Oh.
We've got a contact issue somewhere.
So the earth. Yeah, the earth, come on. There we are.
Oh, was that?
We've got fuel going through now. Air filters unclogged. All we're having an issue with is getting spark, which with an old engine like this, that's the only thing you need really. You've got your suck, squeeze, bang, blow. Once we get the spark, there's not a lot else that could be wrong. It should fire up. Oh, strong words, big man. This is a classic. So that's cleared now. Carb's been cleaned. Starter motor's free. We just can't get. We've got a little bit of a spark here, but it's weak. So we're just trying to get the spark from here through to the spark plugs. So it's got a new coil. We've adjusted the points up, and it's got a new ignition coil as well. Sorry, I can't think words. New that thing, new coil. Yeah, it's nearly there. It's close. There's nothing else going to stop this thing from starting now. So we got spark. Sorry, the camera went on.
Oh. You have a spark.
We have spark from coil to dizzy and dizzy to plugs now, yeah?
That's it. So now just...
Can't get the spark plugs out to replace them because there's some weird old ass French ones. But we just gotta hope they
good enough.
they go bang and ignite the fuel.
Emma was here today, but the thought of playing with an old engine, well, there's your response. Bye.
Got electric, got air, got spark, and we'll have fuel in a minute.
And we have a fire extinguisher.
There's nothing, oh yeah, no, definitely keep that on board. Nothing now that says it's not going to fire. Except for maybe a cable leaning on the engine. Let's get rid of that.
See, I knew I'd jinxed us.
They're interesting. Oh, they cover up the holes, don't they?
But we still had other parts of our sleeves to fit, just in case this lot didn't work.
They look very different, actually.
And yet still, nothing. It was starting to turn over a lot nicer, I guess, because we'd cranked oil around the entire engine now. But no fire. We tried taking the head off to see if we could get to the spark plugs that way, but they had their own weird tubes surrounding them, so they were still inaccessible. And they were the only part of the ignition system we hadn't swapped, so for a while we feared that these would be dead. But surely at least one would give us something. We'd been on it another few hours today and things were starting to look bleak. But just at the point where we were about to give up,
What is going on there?
It's firing.
She's trying. It tried. Give the battery a little minute again. Because it proper tried a minute ago, didn't it?
Could be fire in order now.
Have we got any smoke out the exhaust?
How's the exhaust?
It's there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. This door's pissing me right off.
Yeah, should we strap them together?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so close.
She wants to go.
Why is it popping out the...
Hang on. Smoky starter.
Yeah. Give it a sec.
She wants to run, mate.
So what's the popping out there then?
That's it. Firing order's slightly off. That's one.
That's number 3 on there.
Number 4.
Yeah.
And that's number 2.
we'd fitted the new HT leads in the same order that the old ones were in, but there was nothing to say that they were in the right way around. But the firing order was definitely out, which is why the smoke was firing out the air intake and not out the exhaust. We had that plus adjustment on the dizzy cap, but couldn't find the inspection hatch to find top dead centre on the flywheel, so we just kind of winged it for a bit.
I think we're out of rotation. Firing, but it's not firing in the right position. So I'm going to go round twice. Not that that's right, but so if I go, so that's going to go, if I go twice, it'll go 1, 2, and that'll go 1, 2, so everything just changes over. Sniff.
I'm not sure what that meant, and not even Geoff seemed overly confident in that decision. However...
Oh! That sounds lovely.
She's alive!
Will she idle? Idling. How about that?
Hey, you said it couldn't be done. I don't know what T said
No.
about your van. No.
I said it'll take some fettling, which it did.
12 hours. How long did your van take?
4 months.
Well done, young man. Top job.
Yeah. There we go. That sounds bloody lovely. Oh.
Get choked off. There you go.
Yeah, man. Got a little dribble, that's where we took the rocker off.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was what? Just 2 and 4 were the wrong way round?
Yeah. Give it a throttle now.
So I better get some coolant in it. You want to let it get to temperature?
Yeah, just let it run for a bit and then
Get some water in it.
There's still some tuning to be had, but having not really ran in basically 40 years, it sounds pretty good. So you just sat here and idled for the next 20 minutes while we topped up fluids and had a little bit more tinkering with it. Even the small tappet knock faded away once the oil had warmed up and started recirculating once again. So there you have it, running once again. Barring a very small drive into the unit 8 years ago, this van hasn't been driving for a long time. Yet with a handful of inexpensive parts and some inexperienced mechanics, she's sat here running once again. Old vehicles, man, they're just better. The engine running is one thing, we now want to know, will it drive? Oh no. Oh, there he goes.
Good, good. Come on. Are you happy, chappy?
Ah, lad. Ah, guess who forgot there was no brakes?
Oh.
Good boy.
Stay. Oh, it gets warm in here. There you go. Oh, is that the door?
That's the door, the handbrake. We'll get the roof on me up too.
Yeah. Good boy. Oh Jesus, that's warm. Go on. Does the key work? Ah,
Back in Amber's slot, ready for a
that's it. Right. Just in time for barbecue. Yeah, I think so. Well, that didn't look like it was going to go for a while.
Well, it did. Problem is, you had an idiot setting up a fire order and well, that's good, so.
No.
Yeah, good health, happy travels, huh?
Yeah. So, for sale.
It's just for sale.
Yeah.
Sadly, need the space. So, somebody can enjoy it.
That's it. I mean, like I was saying, basically the whole time we're here, this is probably only going to be in a coffee van or a flower shop, but now proofs in the building it runs, so technically it can be a movable bit.
And it's all there as well. It's got the side.
Yeah,
frames,
every part of it, yeah.
All the internals are there, doors are there, it's all painted up. You know, everything's there. They need to get rubbers. It's probably about £250 worth of rubbers and door seals and stupid little bits and pieces.
Yeah.
But apart from that, it's just good to go, mate.
There we go.
Good to go. No, and also we've got a old Peugeot J7 van.
Yes, you'll have to send me some photos over
I'll
that.
send you photos of that. That's got 15,000 kilometres on the clock for new. However, this one is genuine.
What has this got?
27,700 kilometres
God.
on the clock. We rescued this from a lovely old guy down in the Pyrenees, which was all barn stored and kept fresh. It's been fully shot blasted and repainted. All the chassis has been fully redone again. So there's not one drop of welding on this that needs doing. She's got a little patina to it, which is what we wanted. But yeah.
Do you know what, now we've jet washed, it looks amazing.
Chassis is fully raptored, which is colour impregnated hard truck bed raptor on it, and all the underneath side, all been re-welded along the sides, new frame sets. There's nothing that needs welding on this thing. It literally
Solid,
is
isn't it?
a titivating project for somebody.
And I mean, you got a bit of this, but that's just a story, isn't it?
Yeah,
You say they
we
were-
could have done all this, but there was no point because
No.
you know, you want a van to have something.
It's got a story, innit? I mean,
You know,
what
once
was this again?
That was for the car ramps they had.
So this used to have a Citroen.
I think they used to put some 2CV body thing they had put on there and done some stuff with it. But it just needs a couple of sheets of trailer board
Yeah.
or scaffold planks, whatever tickles your fancy. Like I said, it's got huge rails that go on the side here, which are all
Yeah, the full canopy kits.
yeah, powder coat them in an off cream, which the wheels can be done the same. And then you just put your hoops on the top and put your canopy on. Posh glamping in it.
Yeah, man. Colour pops.
Looks awesome, doesn't it?
So yeah, anybody wants to take ownership of one of these, because they are massively in demand now, there'll be links in the description below.
That evening we set up a little farewell barbecue with some friends and important people throughout the rebuild series. As in a few days from now, me and Emma were once again hitting the road.
Who's this? Hello. Hello. Hey. Oh. He's off. He's gone. Oh, you. Beautiful. Bye bye.
There was still a lot to do, and I mean a lot, before we could set off. But it was nice to just spend this night chilling out with a few beers and burgers, and have a laugh with some good people before the absolute madness ensues. Thanks for watching everyone, I hope you enjoyed, and as said before, all the information on the Citroen HY will be down in the description below, so get in touch with Geoff if genuinely interested. And if you did enjoy the video, do like, subscribe, maybe drop a comment with your thoughts. All that good stuff helps these videos get out there more, and in turn helps me make more. Until then, I'll see you next time for the big one.